Hello, today you are gathered together with TP Education YouTube channel. Now I am going to explain you grade 9 science 6th lesson. The human circulatory system. Now you can see the structure of the human heart. The heart has 4 chambers. The upper chambers are called atria and the lower chambers are called ventricles. Examples for upper chambers: right atrium, left atrium. Examples for lower chambers: right ventricle, left ventricle. There are two values between atria and the ventricles. Biggest bit value is in between the left atrium and left ventricle. Triggest bit value is between the right atrium and left ventricle. There are two main arteries connected to the ventricles. Aorta starts from the left ventricle and pulmonary artery starts from right ventricle. There are semilunar values at the starting point on the main arteries. Aortic semilunar value is starting point of the aorta. Pulmonary artery semilunar value is starting point of the pulmonary artery. Main veins are connected to the atria. The superior vena cava and inferior vena cava is open to the right atrium. Left and right pulmonary artery open to the left atrium. Now let us move to another topic: arteries, veins and capillaries. The blood vessels that take blood away from the heart is known as arteries. Vessels that take the blood toward the heart is known as veins. The pulmonary artery, which starts from the heart, transport blood to lungs. Pulmonary veins starting from the lungs take the blood to the left atrium. Veins from the organs above the heart is join the superior vena cava, and the veins from the organs below the heart is joined to inferior vena cava. Both the superior and inferior vena cava open into the right atrium. The artery walls are elastic and thick, so it can withstand the high pressure of the blood being pumped directly from the heart. Veins collect blood from the capillaries in the body organs and transport to the heart. Walls of the capillaries consist of a single layer. As they spread among the cells, the nutrition and gases in blood diffuse into the cells and the waste matter in the cells diffuse into the blood capillaries. You see blood as red fluid. Only 55% of it have the liquid form. This liquid part is called as plasma, and other 45% of volume consists of corpuscles, which is in solid form. Blood can divide into two groups, corpuscles and plasma. Corpuscles also can divide into three groups: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. Plasma also can divide into three groups: water, thin soluble in water, and thin insoluble in water. Now let us learn functions of blood. Red blood cells. Red blood cells contain a red pigment which is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries oxygen from the lungs to the body cells and also gives the blood its red color. White blood cells defend the body by destroying pathogens and producing antibiotics. Platelets. Platelets help in clotting process of the blood at the bleed site. Plasma. The main function of plasma is transporting substance that dissolve in it. The transfer of blood from one individual to another is known as transfers of blood. The person who donates blood is called the donor, and the person who receives is called recipients. For a transfusion to take place, compatibility of the blood group and the rhesus factor between the donor and the recipient. There are 4 blood groups A, B, AB and O. Blood group AB can receive blood from all the blood groups. Therefore, blood group AB is called universal recipient. Blood O can donate O to all the other blood groups. Therefore, blood group O called universal donor. We can transfer blood according to the following table. Not only that, but also we have to give the blood according to the rhesus factor also. Clumping of the transfused blood particles in the body of the recipient is called blood aggregation. This happens when the blood group of the donor and the recipient are incompatible. There are some favorable habits to maintain the healthy blood circulatory system. Maintain mentally less stressful lifestyle. Engage in physical exercise daily. Reducing salt consumption. Control the condition like high blood pressure and diabetics. Add in more vegetables and fruits to meals. Reduce consumption of fatty food. Refrain from smoking and liquor. Who don't subscribe my YouTube channel, please subscribe now.